match on stream today.
Not this direct one.
No.
I think we've had like everything else in between for both of them.
Yeah.
When it comes to like Blue Luffy Law, Blue Luffy Kid, Red Luffy, Red Luffy, Red Luffy Law, Red Luffy something else.
Yeah.
But not this, which is weird, right?
It is very weird, especially like, I mean, for it to be this late of the day. But both of them were like, I think the combined number of Luffy decks and Doffy lists are not as many. Like, there's more Usus Kid than combined of Luffy and Doffy. So, not too weird when you think of those ratios, but it's a very interesting matchup. I have a little bit of experience with it, but not a lot. But as a diehard Luffy fan, I think it wins this matchup if you play the game right.
Yeah, both of these leaders have a cult following. It feels like.
Yeah,
They're just people who love Luffy and swear by it.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they see a Zoro leader, they're like, "No, change that to Luffy right now."
And what are you doing?
And then the Doffy players are out of nowhere saying, "This is the best deck in the format."
Yeah, no
You're
one
just
knows.
Bad at it.
Yeah, and that's you.
You
That's
know?
on you. So, do we have a prediction up on the chat?
Do not, but we can get that going.
Yeah. All right. So this is just match. Yeah, the whole match instead of games.
Top 4 match.
All right. So we see on the Red Luffy side, getting let's say like suboptimal. Like turn 1 Nami's great. Turn 2 having to be Sanji's just okay. 7K swing with leader, going down to 4 on Michael's side with Blue Doffy, and then going up to 4. So swing with leader, he has not checked his top cards of deck, so there's no way to know what's up there. Deciding not to chance it on a hit there. And then for 4, they're playing the Boa Hancock, so a great blocker there and a great way to generate card advantage if you have 5 or less cards in hand. So we'll see what ends up happening with that.
Yeah, I don't love this for Doffy, but I will say that I mean, having Sanji, how do you feel about Sanji here?
I think Sanji's really good in this matchup because Doffy would seldomly hit you in the face.
Yeah.
And
Sanji just like controls the pace for it.
Exactly. Like, well, I'm going to draw. This is also a 7K swing, and it just means that, sure, the jet pistol that I had to do isn't too big of a deal, and then 2 with Luffy and another 7K. So these are a lot of big, meaty swings over here, and he counted 3 out for that. So, and again, if Doffy wants to remove this board, like, maybe he has like a martial teach, but he can't get rid of, like, I guess, 1's leader, so he can't get rid of that.
Yeah.
But that Nami just gets a lot of great advantage later in the game as well. So finally looking at the top of his deck, there's 3 with that Doffy. Looking at the top 3, the Marshal's a pretty good hit.
That's always a good hit, man.
Yep.
Which isn't like the best when it's Sanji on board, but that's fine.
Yeah, because it hits Sanji or Nami, and both are okay, especially since like you probably want to swing into the Sanji, which means they got bounce the Nami back to hand, which is another top 5 to help find you that Rush Luffy or Rush Zoro.
Yeah, I don't think it's like the best thing to do, or the best choice for this, but it's like whatever. It's like whatever. You want another body on board, and you have a choice between playing these 2 Doffys, which we're going to play one here. Not much of a secret because we get to look at the top 5.
Yeah, and seeing if that 5th card makes all the difference. Sure don't.
No. No.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine for what it is, but like.
Sure, but it's not the best.
It's not.
And I'm telling you, the shuffle algorithm in these games, someone needs to reset it. We're seeing doubles.
All right. Well, there's like 3 Doffys on board. We're going into Dawn 7 turn for Brian on Red Luffy. Just a Nami out, but that can put in some damage there.
Brian's hand looking pretty cool. We have.
I don't know if it's good, but it's shiny. It's very cool.
It's very cool. That's why I use my choice words. We have 2 of the Chinks. 1 of the Rush Zoros, and the rest is sort of just.
Yeah, because he's
counter,
got
right?
7 right now. You could backman here if you want. It does mean you don't have a bunch of counter in hand, but I also wouldn't be too afraid of necessarily getting hit here.
Personally, I think Beckman is a great play.
Yeah, I think it's very strong, and then I would almost be tempted to swing into the Doffy blocker, because that could be more troublesome later.
I think you do swing into it first. Well, I should take that back. I think since you have 7 down here, you play the Beckman, you put it under leader, and then you swing into Doffy, because that's just gonna make it better for counter counter counts.
Yes, yeah, because then they'd have to at least get rid of 2 cards, or they
Or
block with
just
the other Doffy for some
which is
reason.
fine because that's literally the same thing, right?
Oh, but he's just doing a 6K.
I
I
don't
would
know
have.
about that. I
I
don't know
would have
about
played the
that.
Beckman. I think
I
that
don't know
would have
about
been
that
a healthy choice.
because everything else is like whatever. Everything else is literally like just whatever. Because
Unless he's thinking
sure,
of
he's gonna I mean, like using the Don underneath the leader, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the Zoro. Like there's not.
But then I would have almost wanted him to just say, you know what, let's just gum the other one and then play Zoro, use leader effect to put a 6K on. But
You mean Jet Pistol?
yeah. So
Yeah.
oh, and then he's just
Could have put it underneath the.
that's fine, I guess.
Go for 5.
You know, that's a fine play. It's not the one I play, but I the math adds up. I understand it.
I mean, it works out to be what his goal is, right? If his goal was, I don't want you to have a board, and I want to swing 5 to get a card out your hand, then he achieved that goal really well.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
If the if the goal was to swing 6 into his 4 and get rid of his blocker, and have a Beckman on board, then I feel like that was a better goal. But
yeah,
because if I mean, that's 7. What is it? 7/9.
It's 7/9. Yeah.
Yeah, the Beckman is crazy.
Yeah,
What can he really do with that? I think the only thing is Mihawk that answers it.
So playing the Crocodile, which is not a super common pick for this deck right here, needs to go up Dawn as well to go up to 9. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it needs to go up. There we go. So I did look it up. It is refresh, draw, Dawn.
Oh, okay.
Which is Dragon Ball is the opposite, right? You draw and then you refresh and then you place the
You draw first because you have to place it. With this game, the Dawn's always going to be the Dawn.
Yeah.
Unless that changes, which again, hey, crazy concept, Bandai.
Man, I just love drawing cards though. I always just want that to be the first thing I do every turn. So
Sure.
like Battle Spirit's the same way. You don't technically draw. It's the same as I think it's refresh.
Yeah.
Draw.
It's very specific in Battle Spirits because
I know. I think it's the opposite. I think you ramp and then you refresh everything at the end. It's very.
We went through this, man.
Oh,
We made a whole video on it.
Oh man.
We made a whole video on
It's
it.
gone.
It's gone.
Memory
It's all-
deleted.
That's all right.
Well, if hopefully it never matters. Hopefully it never says something like, "Oh, during your whatever phase you can do this." So.
Oh, you mean Dawn?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I personally think that if they ever do change Dawn, it's gonna be like if you have this amount, you give double attack, or if you have this, then you reduce the cost for your next one. I don't know, man. I don't know. Dawn's gonna be very flexible in the future. I feel like probably like set 5 or 6 if I had to take a guess. But it's just another avenue to make the game a little more exciting. And talking about exciting, we have the 7-drop.
Yep.
Is that the 7-drop Crocodile?
It is. So you can attach a Dawn to it to reduce the cost of event cards by 1. It also has Banish, which can be pretty strong against something like Luffy because you normally keep them at high life totals throughout the game, and then being able to banish them down so they don't get the card advantage is pretty good. And Luffy has some ways to get rid of this, but after already using 2 jet pistols, most of the ways for that are kind of out the window. So this is an 8K attack onto the Crocodile, from the Crocodile into the Luffy. Unfortunately, oh, he double Otama. Dang.
I mean, dang. Double
No 2 ways around it.
2 ways around it, baby.
Oh man, that you could play that Otama next turn, get the blocker as a 2K, and then that Shanks just doesn't care about it anymore. Making some hard decisions on that.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying about Brent's hand earlier. It was cool. Because we literally had 2 drinks.
That's true.
Otamas, right? Like,
Yeah, that is
cool.
that is a groovy cool hand.
That's pretty cool. Also, this is timed, I believe.
Yeah,
with
we don't have it, but it's timed. Trust us.
We'll get a timer going. It's different for this table, obviously, so we'll get the current timer when we can.
All right, playing a 1-drop law off that.
Which isn't amazing.
It's fine.
It's something.
It's
better than nothing.
2 for 2. You're right.
Yeah. Based on Michael's hand, I don't know if he has anything that is energy efficient here. I think we saw another Doffy blocker.
Yep, and we saw Love as well.
In the traditional sense, he put down his hand as soon as we try to go look at it.
Mm-hmm. Always. Taking the 1 going down to 2.
Yep, and go ahead and pass.
And there is the refresh. And then, yeah, so you gotta draw and then put the Dawn. Like, just do all the Dawn all at once. Start a petition.
Yep.
Consult your nearest Bandai rep today.
Well, I don't know if that's possible.
You have a direct call from...
Oh, what? Stop. What are you... Read the rule book. That's not something that's going to reply to me.
All right, so you got a couple lines of play. Do you just, like, double Shanks into the crocodile? Because I think you do.
Dude, playing another Shanks? That's sick.
They're just sad.
That's sick. I love
I'd be
that
upset.
idea.
Like,
What
I think
do
you
you
attack
do?
with. I think you attack with one of the Shanks first and say, "Oh, I hope you block it."
Yeah.
And
dude,
then just again.
you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna block it. I think Love does come out,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little weird, but I think you put one counter out, and then
Mhm.
you Love,
Mhm.
and then you draw for it, and then you come Love again, because I think he had another Love.
No, but you don't have enough Dawn for that. You only have 3 open.
Oh yeah. Well, you
Oh,
have
actually,
a
you have the
reduce
croc.
because
Yeah,
the
that's
croc.
right.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
right. You're right.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, but here we go. The
What is
round
what is this?
table.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
It's the ghetto.
That's
what I
the
always
card
call it.
description. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I always
The flavor
call it.
text. It's like the same color as the background, so that you can't read it. But that's what they say right there.
It's the ghetto one. It's when you can't buy jet pistols. you buy the round table. It's the same cost, effectively the same thing.
And it's never. And you're
you get
already
normal.
unlucky, so it doesn't matter. It's never going to be in your life and have a trigger. So.
Exactly.
All right, so 5K Luffy swing. There goes the crocodile. Man, I'd be upset.
I mean, yeah, but these things, I'd be upset because that round table, just like we were talking about before with the 8-cost Kid in Law, the Virgos and Doffy, etc. They're always 1 and 2 ofs.
Mhm.
So knowing that as the opponent, I'd be pretty mad because I just got drawed on. Like
you should, yeah. And it's a supernovas, but it's not it's not a straw hat, so it's not searchable either. You just gotta hard draw it.
Yeah.
All right, and so 8K. I think it might be 9K. Okay, so yeah, and then so that will get up to 10.
Mhm.
You get to draw your card, but you have to use bow to get out of it, which kind of stinks.
Yeah.
And I think this is a really good spot for Brian. I think he's really established a really good board. You have 3 meaty swings next turn. You have another Shanks in hand.
Yeah.
So that's your Trafalgar Law blocker's doing nothing.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see him getting around this. This is. Hey, shout out to design team, creating the Doffy to be a 3-cost blocker.
Mm-hmm.
So late game Shanks is a little less good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it just cares about the power for it. So it's a 2K, but which you can easily Otama it if you need to. But
yeah. Because I don't think what other blocker other than Black Maria is more than 2K. Oh, the boys.
There's
the brothers.
No, Black Mirror isn't, but like it's the 2-drop other purple one that they made a 3K for. I can never remember their name.
Well, I was talking about more of the Penguin.
Oh, Penguin, yeah, that's
Penguin.
the 3-drop 4K, yeah.
Yep.
Who plays the other one, which is the same thing but just lower power for no reason.
Yeah. Okay, just deciding what he wants to put on the top. Probably pretty important here because he's at 2 life, looking down to Shanks and as well as Zoro, which he's gonna probably swing into the Zoro if I had to take a guess. You could, if you know, just like we were looking at the previous Kid player, if you know that you can kind of take game this next turn, then just put the defense up and do your best.
All right, putting Zoro back to hand, which normally doesn't do a lot, but I think in this spot it's fine.
Yeah.
So 7K to lead.
And I think Brian can get out of it pretty easily. Last time I seen his hand.
Oh yeah, you sure can.
So.
Not you, Brian, but just Brian.
Well. Missed the other card, but still got out of it.
I believe it was another Otama.
No. I think it was a Luffy. It was a Luffy and a Sanji.
Gotcha.
Because he went 7, so he went 8. Just deciding here. I think this is a pretty important turn. Because he knows that he simply just doesn't have an answer for Shanks right now. And even if he had a Mihawk, it loses value because like, what do you get a bottom deck like? It's a Shanks. I think if Brian goes the plan of just getting another Shanks out, like that's funny. That's just funny, right?
Yeah, that becomes goes from haha funny to oh no funny. And sometimes 10 Dawn seems like so much, and then like I think like turns like this like, man, I wish I could go to 12 or 14. I'd be in a way better spot right now.
Oh yeah, let me just use the only resource we have just to extend it. I don't know if there's ever going to be a leader like that.
I'm sure that they will do. I mean, there will never be a card that costs more than 10, right? So the idea of refreshing Dawn somehow, like with Odin is, I think we'll probably get more effects like that.
Sure.
But we'll have to see. Imagine like that effect with Straw Hats, where you're like, oh no, I have to discard a Straw Hats. I wonder I have one in my hand. Like,
yeah.
I'm being forced to run Straw Hats. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Brian is in that think tank though, aren't you, Brian?
I'm here.
Yeah. Brian Nguyen is also in the think tank.
Yep. Got about 38 minutes in the top 4 round, looks like.
Yeah, so probably about 40 for us since
40,
45, yeah. Our judges have a real clock. We
just don't have it with
we're
us.
not real judges. I hate to spoil. Yeah, I know. Don't meet your heroes.
Walk with the law while you can, which is good. And I think, like I said, I think you just go face. As long as you have something to protect you.
Do you board clear here?
That's a tough one. But either one, if you go board clear or face, you have to commit to one. Commit to one and just decide right now. Like, I want to go face.
I still would have liked to see another Shanks come out on this turn.
I think that'd be sick, man. I think it would be
What
sick.
are you gonna do?
You can't.
You're gonna Mihawk me? Oh no!
Just knock it out.
Please don't. All right, this is 11K. Which
yeah, I mean, I think it's funny because if you have a Shanks out, or a second Shanks out, like you literally tell him, hey, you have to swing at my face now.
Yeah.
So, like, get it together.
All right, so attacking here.
Into lead? Is that
Yeah,
right?
so if he
Lead
has
2
a
Gum Gum,
yeah,
maybe?
yeah, with Gum Gum you have enough to just get out of it in one and done. But
yeah, and you can pop either one of these guys, right? Or is Teach a 5K?
Teach is a 4K, so you could.
You can pop either one.
And 4 in hand.
Not feeling great. Not feeling great on Doffy's end, but I think both of them have their competitions.
Oh, not using the love beam. Very, very interesting. You had the Dawn open and
everything.
Maybe was your hand size not small enough? That must be it. But like,
you can get there though.
Okay, immediately putting 1 Dawn in each to make them 5, so you can't get hit by the
Gum.
Yeah.
Hey, heads up play. I mean, he doesn't get around Jet Pistol.
No, he's been playing for 10 hours, but he knows.
Heads up play.
I mean, we've seen 2 Jet Pistols already, so like.
And less likely that you'll see another one.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. I think Red Hawk's been fun with it existing. I think it's out of my deck though. I think people play around it enough that.
Which one?
Red Hawk.
Sure.
That if I just leave 2 open, they're gonna play around it anyways, so I don't need it in my deck anymore.
I don't know, man. Sometimes it goes that way, sometimes it don't.
All right, big 7K at lead, but or maybe Zoro. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's tough.
It is.
I mean, it can go either way.
But if he doesn't attack in the leader right now, then you just strictly can't win again next turn unless you play something. I guess you could play like a 4-drop in hand, but then your defenses are gone. You have one blocker who can't. I don't know.
You're not gonna be able to get around this.
he's gonna save him too.
Mm-hmm.
Rude.
Yeah.
It is. Oh man, that Otama. I think you keep the Otama, and then just do the old 2k minus on the blocker and double shanks. Oh, but does he have? What's he have in hand? I think he just picked up a Jombe.
Oh.
Okay, so
No, he didn't.
yeah, there.
Oh,
Okay,
he's
what
like,
you
I'm
do.
not even gonna play this game.
Yeah,
We're
you're
just
not.
gonna-
We're not gonna even give you the chance.
No.
All right.
Gonna decide what he wants to give the Dawn to, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably to Zoro.
Yeah.
Michael has 4 up, which is singling at least one event.
Yeah. So you need to. Yeah, you need to do at least 9k
Which
on
is a
one of the
lot.
swings.
Um,
I'd say just do like a 9k swing with Zoro,
Shanks.
and then if you don't feel confident in them getting out, just attack into the the Marshal, because then they strictly can't win again next turn, and they're gonna have a hard time clearing your board.
Yeah, I can see that. Just give it to Zoro? Question mark.
Yeah. So this is 9. So 9 on leader, which I think is correct. Yep. There is the beam. Draw 1. So 9.
I always forget that has counter power.
Yeah, not the best news over here. 8k at lead.
But it is news.
Oh, into that's I think that just wins you the game on the spot.
Yep. And you're gonna take the 1.
Yep.
You're gonna look at the life and you're gonna be like, okay, I can't do anything about this.
Yep.
Because I have to play more of the Doffy blockers.
Just a bunch of L cards. Just.
Yeah, and I have to deal with your Zoro, and I have to deal 2 damage. So I don't think I can do that. Corona's cool.
Corona sure is.
I don't think that does anything that's amazing. So
Yeah, it do nothing. You're going to game 2. Yeah, and yeah, I think we're just done though. I think it's on
as
two
Doffy,
emotions.
yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
yeah.
Like there's
Alright.
not.
Conserve your brain power.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a blocker. Okay. Oh, you
Cool.
got 2
Got
blockers.
another
Okay.
blocker. So
Okay.
we got a blocker for the swing, for Shank swing, and
Yeah.
then we have a blocker for Luffy. But if he pulls a Nami and or starter deck Luffy,
Or the other Shanks has been in his hand the entire game.
yeah, but that's
You swing with
that's
the
one-
first. You swing with the first Shanks. They say if they block with Kuma, and then if they don't, you just play the second one.
yeah. I think Luffy or the other Shanks will be
Sure,
there, for
sure.
sure.
He's
Yeah.
got. Yeah, I wouldn't. Blue doesn't have any good 1k counters. Yeah, you just definitely swing at face with the Shanks and see what they do.
That's what we're gonna see.
If they snap block with the Kuma, you know you just can have an 11k Shank. Oh, come on. No. What are you doing?
Okay. I don't think you need to put Don here.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because he's just gonna do that.
I guess you can just do 2 11k
there's another
swings. And,
then- Yeah, swing face with the leader effect.
yeah, and that is it. All right.
That's
Game 1
Game
goes to
1.
Brian, our Luffy player.
Yes, sir. I'll go get the timer real quick.
Sure.
And just see where we are for that. As
Yeah.
far as the other match, I do believe they are at 30 minutes. Don't know who took the other game. Maybe I can find that out.
Yeah, maybe just go do an eagle eye what's going on over there.
Sure.
So, yeah, super tight matches that we've got going on here, and we're sorry for being a little bit quiet. We're a little tired, but mostly the venue is dead silent now, so we can't shout. We can't just be like, "Oh my gosh, he's got double shank." So, sorry for the golf commentary on that one, but we're closing it out. We're almost done. And also, thank you to the near 800 viewers. This is huge. This is the biggest stream I've ever done. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you very, very much. All right. And so Luffy is definitely the deck that I thought was on the winning side of this matchup. I think Luffy just can get enough pressure and such, but there we go. Let's see. All right. Can you check the other top 4 game real quick? Okay. Oh, yeah, just gonna. Okay, so they're about 5 minutes behind the row. Okay. All right, so we have the timer's now accurate. We have a little bit over 30 minutes left in this one, so if we do get game 3, it's going to be quite close. This is, again, I think this is a matchup that Luffy can definitely take away. Brian's just heading over to the other top 4, which is, again, it's a Doffy versus Trafalgar Law. It is our undefeated for the for Swiss over there versus Doffy from the previous round. They did meet in Swiss, I think, on round 7 or 8, and Trafalgar Law did take it that time. So we're going to see if Matthew can overcome that. But there is a possibility still of Doffy mirrors for this event. So this is the top 4. Luffy versus Doffy here, and Doffy versus Trafalgar Law on the other table. And also, again, we just obliterate. I said we're close to 800. Yeah, we're like at 850 right now. Thank you guys so much. I really, truly appreciate this. So if you guys aren't following myself on YouTube or Stage Zero on YouTube, I'll be doing a top cut breakdown of all the top 16. Should be out on Monday. And Brian will be also re-uploading the stream on this week as well, if you guys don't want to watch it here. Oh, we just jumped to 900, so I don't know what you guys are doing. Should I just preemptively say thanks for 1,000? Just
thanks for 1,000, everyone.
Yeah, thank you for 1,000. We're pretty much there. We're rounding. It's fine.
I appreciate that. So we, Jesus.
Yeah, and it is best of 3.
Yeah.
No sideboard. And additionally, something for this tournament is that top seed gets to decide who goes first or second for this. So, did that move?
Yeah, he did.
I saw that move. Cool. All right.
Gosh.
I wasn't sure if the monitor move or just the whole camera.
No. It was definitely the monitor.
The side shade.
Yeah.
All right, so we're off to the races here again. Not seeing a Perona turn 1, pretty unfortunate for Doffy, but a turn a Dawn 3, Don Quixote to Flamingo is quite good there. Sanji is out on the board, which again is a really good 2 start for this deck, especially because you really want to get that hand advantage. Doffy's probably going to try to eat away at your hand, and being able to draw 1 and apply a 7k pressure there is very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Sanji before, right? Where it just creates a little bit of a tempo, like a little, not so much a tempo swing, but tempo control, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna take my life when I need to.
We don't have a lot of these effects, and it's something that's pretty common in Dragon Ball for a couple reasons. There's 8 life, and
that's a lot.
When you're at half life, you essentially flip your leader over and you become more powerful. But in a game like this, when you have 4 or 5 life, that taking 1 can be very, it's a big step towards death or losing the game. So.
True. I mean, that speeds up the game. You get an extra card when you want to, which again, draw power in this game is, I wouldn't say non-existent, but it's different from other games.
It is.
And too much of it probably, I don't know what will ruin the game so much, because the more cards that you do see, the slower the game can be because of counter power, but also the more options and consistency it'll be in, which we'll see. You putting more and more consistency means, I won't say less player skill, but so much of it takes away from player skill because you have to know what to draw with certain cards.
Yeah,
i.e. Doffy.
Yeah, and so use the Nami effect to look top 5, found a rush, and deciding to just use Sanji to attack without using the effect. You can use the effect when without having 2 Dawn, so you could have just gone a draw 1 and a 7k swing, but deciding to not do that and leave the Red Hawk open, which just means that they have to leave that open for the Red Hawk, and probably is going to play it because there's just not a better time to play it.
Did I mention that the Law player is up a game?
No, you did not. Not at all.
There you go.
Not a second. So
there you go.
Yeah, not too surprising. I think Law does win that matchup. Again, Luffy kind of has a similar matchup to Doffy in my mind, where you can get that. Since you can go late and you can make some big bodies,
Mm-hmm.
just get a lot of advantage for that.
Yep. I think also the fact that you have access to 5-drop Luffy
Mm-hmm.
and just like out of nowhere, just kind of start swinging. It's pretty cool. And I think these Shanks, as we saw last game, really did put some work in too. So, and Doffy can't really answer it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did the effect there. It's a lot of math, but essentially they played the Doffy, used the effect. Yeah, that camera's way too close to that table.
I don't know. Let me go check that
Yeah,
out.
double check that real quick. It's not my camera on the line, so I'm fine. But was able to play the card, and then the Red Hawk is in counter timing, so it's after the card is played, so you can get rid of that 4K with it and survive the attack. So there is 7 Dawn for Luffy, quite a bit. You can start pressuring. I don't know if you want to pressure their blocker. All right, yeah, there you go. Clean setup. All right. Oh, it's skewed. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, that's fine. All right, we have Luffy swing there, assumedly into leader, with no Dawn open. You're making them discard cards for doing stuff like this. So thinking. All right, doing the 2K counter there. All right, playing the Rush Luffy, perhaps early. Oh, but instead, okay, very interesting play here. So playing the Rush Luffy, but just to have it hang out there, and then using the 2K to have the Nami swing into the Don Quixote do Flamingo. Very interesting.
Is this like an 8-drop kid thing?
I don't know.
Concept?
I don't know if it's like the idea either. You're like, well, here's my Luffy. I know I'm gonna be able to get around blockers anyways. So like, why not? Like, do you want to pressure? And he used a 2K to get out of it too. So quite strong there. And deciding to swing with Luffy, and I think they are using the 1-drop to block, which makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because you either lose a 1-drop blocker or a 3-drop blocker. You want to keep that 3-drop around. So
Sure. Yeah, that's very interesting. I would be very surprised if he just didn't swing with it, but it ended up not being the case.
yeah, and I'd still say like Luffy's getting a little bit more advantage straight up right now, but they're not as aggressive as they were that first game.
Sure.
Tempo's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
So this is a 8K swing, getting the Kuma into play from the top of the decks.
Mm-hmm.
There is one in hand. So, or no, that's a Gecko. Never mind. Disagreement. Oh no, that's.
Yeah. It's interesting because now I think on a counter power end for Michael, he's looking pretty good.
Mhm.
But none of those cards are all that great when it comes down to just being able to establish a board state, right? Like he can't just be playing these and expect really good results for being able to swing with them.
And so I like this swing. I like this swing with Don Quixote do Flamingo because if you don't swing with that into the Nami, it means the Nami is going to be swinging at you, right? And that traditionally just means that you will have to just play around those cards. And I think being aggressive like that just means like you're not really afraid of dying this next turn or losing this next turn because you have four life, and it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, I think you have 9 Dawn as Luffy. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, because they went seconds. They have 8 Dawn, so they plays are a little bit limited, and only 4 cards in hand for Michael on the other side.
I think Brian is probably free to do whatever he wants here. I think he is just deciding how does he want to approach the next like 2 or 3 different turns. So which makes it a little easier to say like I just want to get rid of your blocker, and he has a Luffy and a Sanji. So I mean those are probably the next 2 things. But I think he's down a.
Honestly, I'd be okay with just doing. No,
Or
just
just Luffy and
a
swing?
pistol, because like I mean you have to. I don't know, like with
Is
Kuma,
it
it's
it's Kuma when attacked or just
it's on
KO?
KO, yeah. So like you're a little,
I mean that's still KOs, right?
yeah. So it would, but you have to have it in,
In
and
hand.
so putting 7 and yeah, I think looking like deciding to just attack into Kuma and say, all right, cool, it doesn't have it in hand, we're fine. And again, if they want to,
I mean that was a little risky, right?
it
Like
was a little risky for sure, 110%. Especially because I think that's what his second rush Luffy, which means that if Michael's able to set up a lot of blockers later in the game, he knows that's safer than usual because half the Luffys that could get around it are already gone.
mm-hmm. Now we're looking at Dovy's hand. Oh, I mean that Mihawk looks pretty good right now. I feel like
Yeah, I think if there's a turn to play it, it's now.
it's now.
Yeah,
It's 100% now.
your opponent's
He's at 9, right?
yeah,
9 gone.
yeah, your opponent's
Yeah.
not really pressuring that much. That Luffy's
Kind of just sitting there, and it's only gonna get worse later on. So
yeah. So doing the 5K swing first, which I like because it tells your opponent some things. It means that you're not either you don't know what the top of your deck is or the card that is you don't really like. So, oh, but yeah, doing the big old 9. Yep, Brian already knows. Bombed exit and passing there.
yeah, Brian kind of did that pretty quick, huh?
Yeah,
He's like,
not
okay.
the first time that's happened today, no doubt.
He's like, oh.
It's a reflex.
He's like, no, this is the 7 drop.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he, yeah, this is 7-drop promo. I promise. It's just really weird art. It's a misprint. I don't hate just dropping Shanks and just being like, I won't attack with it. It's your turn. If you attack with your Don Quixote or your Mihawk, then I'm just gonna attack it with my Shanks.
Does he have a Shanks in hand?
Oh, sure does.
Okay, never mind.
Let's
I always want to see his hand.
let's
but
obscure his hand some
per
more.
usual.
Yeah, per usual.
Per usual.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been stupid before, but like, it seems
Before,
okay.
huh?
Yeah, just never in the future.
Okay.
I put a New Year's resolution.
Sure.
Less stupid.
Yeah.
7K on leader with Luffy leader using effect again to recycle that Dawn, and then 3K of counter out of Michael's hand. That will maybe be the pass. You're always tempted to swing with the Shanks, and that looks like the play. So yeah, taking that one wholeheartedly.
He's gonna clap back with the Mihawk,
Yeah, sure will.
which is fine. I mean, he still has to commit some Dawn for it, and depending on Brian's hand, it's like it's not that big of a deal to throw some counters on it. If
You
you're
just
gonna
you
save
just
it.
put 10 on it.
That'd be kind
Like you just like
a little excessive, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. A good time to poke at some life too here, but I think you have to take care of the Shanks. I don't think there's. Yeah, I think you take care of the Shanks for sure.
and might be over for the other table over there.
Oh, okay.
Some hubbub.
A lot of hubbub.
I mean, there's 3 people over there, so like it's it's either silence or murmurs.
It's not
So
very hard to get some hubbub going on. Okay, separating some Dawn. 7 and 3, which I'm thinking the 3 is for the Mihawk. I could be wrong. Okay. Looks like 5 under the Mihawk going to 13? No, 14. Right? I believe that's 14 to a pretty fat hand. Because got a couple of 2K counters here.
yeah, it looks like I'm pretty sure the Trafalgar Law beat the Doffy again.
Right.
So I think the Oh, can we get the name? It's been a long day. So you should just open up the notepad.
Oh, sure.
It is Emmanuel with Law, who's been undefeated
Yes, this whole time.
for
So it's
9
all-
rounds plus 3 rounds for 12 rounds in a
Yeah,
row.
undefeated in the
Yeah.
entire time.
Mm-hmm.
My man's on a tear.
So winner of this will be playing against Trafalgar Law in the finals.
Mm.
All right, so quite a few Dawn open, i.e. all 10. And yeah, blue with 2 Dawn open is just always so devastating to see. Like, you know that there's a good chance it's a love and you
Yeah.
just wasted.
The wasted beam.
Yeah.
Cue the music. Cue the sound effects.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna go face here.
Yep. A little.
Little love tap.
Yep. Little.
No pun intended. For the love beam, I'm sure.
Fair. Yeah. Very funny. All right. 6K Zoro.
Kind of an odd number, huh?
And there's a 7K.
Which is kind of telling him like, hey, I got something else for you.
Got 2 cards in hand.
His deck is just floating in the abyss.
I mean, he's got another Zoro in hand. So.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna come down.
Man, I hope when I talk like that, it's not as it's half as grainy and obnoxious as I'm trying it to be. Like, okay, listen here.
If you want to do damage, man, you gotta make him take it. Yeah, you gotta make him take it.
Yeah, there's a 6.
The deck is in the way.
I think he's trying to
feel
pressure. I
like
mean,
you could just move the deck a little bit lower, Brian. I think.
nah, it's where it needs to be. It's
I
not like
don't
there's
know.
specific zones.
Hey, I don't think anybody's been following this.
I will
up
say, like,
today.
that Dawn is encroaching to his opponent's side of the mat pretty quickly. There's a
I'm-
game 3, it's just gonna be sit in the middle, like
I'm gonna get you.
making sure his opponent can read plus 1,000. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. After a lot of thinking, love, you get a bunch out of it. Nami for 1 here, looking at top 5, and in my mind, definitely playing. I believe there's a Sanji in hand of Sanji as well. Ooh, another Zoro. Well, okay, we can't choose anything else besides the
True.
yeah
Kinda
the
tough to choose.
the
But,
pistol.
I mean, the Namis are cool.
They sure are.
Not as good as a Zoro.
Oh, and passing. Okay, so he has the Red Hawk available.
Oh, for sure.
If he has it in hand. You do have to be like kind of safe. Like if you're not careful, like Doffy can sneak up on you and
Mm-hmm.
chip away at your life if you're not careful. But
Yeah, but I think he's in a great place here.
I do too. He's at the Long Beach Convention Center for the Long Beach Treasure Cup. That's a fantastic place to be, Brian.
All right then, man. All right then, man. Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Man, thank goodness for the windows in this room, because otherwise I wouldn't see the sun today. So shouts to that.
We did get here pretty early. We started at 8, and then we have it's 9:30.
Yeah. No, I've been here since 6 a.m. So
Yeah, you got here. when the doors
15
were-
hours.
the real
Sure.
doors opened.
Yes, sir. All right. So ended up attacking using leader effect to find the Hancock, getting out of it with the Red Hawk.
Which, the Red Hawk should pop boa.
No, it's 5K and it's 4K or less.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're right.
trying to be. And then just the crocodile. Oh, I don't know. Getting no Dawn up. That's pretty scary.
No, I think he's fine. At three life, I think he's fine.
I mean,
Like Brian might be able to do some damage, but
I mean,
I think
I-
this is still pretty scary. For
I
both ends.
mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think it's pretty scary. He only has 2 cards in hand.
Yeah,
So
that's why it's
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he's probably gonna be like, hey, you want to give some cards, or do you want to deal with this Mihawk and this Boa? Like,
Yeah.
Boa, I don't really care about her. So,
What?
you know, I just don't care about her. Like,
yeah. I can feel the fans erupting. You
Mm.
what?
Altart's price is going down.
Yeah, yeah. No, going up, you gotta defend.
Oh, true, true. We'll show you.
Yeah, Brian has a lot of plays that he could be going down right now. He's a lot of flexible plays
I'm not
with
even playing. I don't know why you're saying that.
yeah, okay, I made the joke. You're like, man, that's a bad joke. You make the
Yeah.
joke,
Oh,
comedy gold.
it's a long
Comedy
day.
gold.
It's a long day.
Yep.
Donna. Love
Yeah.
that.
Get
Donna
out
Depp
of
is
here.
Oh, okay. He's doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to Tama the.
No, you that
No,
it's not. It's too big.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can Tama and just make it easier for yourself. But
Yeah, and you haven't used leader effect either, so you can make this Nami swing a 5k,
yeah, not a bad idea.
and then leader swing as like a 6k.
Yeah.
Or leader 6k. Oh,
Seven.
keeping the Nami healthy.
Sure.
Yeah, fine.
Sure.
Jeez, twist my arm.
Again, any swings going into face, Michael's probably going to tank. I don't think there's any doubt about that at this point.
And yeah,
Sanji.
I like the idea of the Sanji.
That's
Because
another like
it's another
big swing.
7k swing next turn, yeah.
7k swing, guaranteed card in hand. If
Mhm.
you don't swing at me a lot, which he's probably not.
Yeah.
He's probably going to swing once, and the other one's going to be blocked.
Yeah, you're going to have like 3 or 4 7k swings at least. Probably like 4 or 5, actually.
Yeah.
Very strong. Yep, still Saturday.
I'm glad you guys
Somehow.
are here. Because the deal.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, Eggman. What did he do?
That's true.
What?
I just showed up here.
Don't salute Eggman.
I didn't buy a ticket. I just was like, I set up a camera.
I'm literally
Wasn't even my
here with
camera.
him.
They're like, okay,
Not his camera.
whatever.
None
Take
of his
pity.
equipment. None. 0.
You'll be live for 12 hours? That's crazy.
Only?
Only, you know.
Only? Jeez, man.
All right.
All right, Mihawk, 9K coming in. Here comes another Doffy.
9.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mihawk,
Okay.
Mihawk. That's pretty good.
It's
pretty good,
2
like-
cards in hand. Yeah, that's solid.
That's pretty
Now
good.
now you're in danger territory.
Who?
Luffy is.
Okay.
Yes. Definitely Luffy.
These rounds are timed, thankfully. We still have 12 here, 7 in the other match.
Finals aren't though, baby. Woo!
Don't remind me.
They will.
Yep. I do believe that we will still like if Doffy does take it here, we're probably not going to see a full game 3.
Yeah, and in the short term, I would imagine that Luffy does a little bit better. They usually do a lot of early damage and then recur it, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, both of them since higher life is going to be the case. Tide life is characters, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then deck size after that. So, yeah, we'll see. See how this one turns out.
And in just deep in the think tank. Like again, this has been a long day. Like this is you could go for the win right now.
No, stop. Thank you for your equipment, Aspira TV. Now you're just trolling me. Now you're just trolling me. I'm calling you out in front of 800 some people in our top 4. I'm calling you out. Stop it.
I don't know, man. He almost beat you to the venue today, so.
Okay, here we go. Next time I'm not bringing any equipment.
One time.
I'm putting all their equipment needs on Hayden.
All right, what's the? Wait. No, there's no.
That's a lot of Dawn.
That's
man.
a lot of Dawn.
That's a lot of Dawn, man.
That's a whole lot. Do you think he's swinging into the 9-drop? There's no way, right?
He just swings a face. That'd be funny. I mean, that'd be really funny. That's a possibility, but like with Zoro not having any piece of that Dawn with 3 cards in hand, I'm pretty sure Zoro's not gonna be able to do damage, but he will get a card out of his hand, which is fine, and it's gonna leave him to 1. But then he had to deal with 2 Mihawks in his leader swing, so I think you try to get rid of the Mihawk.
I think he's trying to get rid of the Mihawk.
Yeah.
And with no Dawn open, it's somewhat guaranteed. If you get rid of the Mihawk, you're guaranteed to not lose this next turn.
Which is nice, I guess.
That's it.
It's nice, I guess, but got
Alright,
Mihawk.
I'll stand for not losing.
That's cool, I guess, but
Yeah,
You
and
got
in
you
for a
got another
penny.
Mihawk to deal
Yeah,
with.
I gets it. Nice.
Yeah,
Sniper Rooney.
hey, Michael was like, dude,
Yeah,
it's gonna
if you
die.
say so.
It's gonna die, man.
Dang, we got we started with like 4,800 followers today. We almost got 500. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we're 42 or 5,200. That's
I was like, maybe we'll
nuts,
get
man.
100 followers today. Like,
No, blew that one out. Let's see our subscriber count on YouTube.
oh yeah, guys. Okay, I promise Brian.
Oh snap! Okay,
What'd you get?
like more than 30.
Yeah,
Like in the last like couple hours.
that's a
Hey,
weekly
shout out to you
high.
guys. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
It was
I haven't posted in the last like week or so I appreciate you guys.
all right. Oh, is this another? Oh, he's got another.
Jesus.
Back to.
Jesus. Wow.
Oh boy,
That's funny. That's funny.
it's last turn, but worse.
I know, right? It's almost as funny as the double shanks. Like,
Yeah,
we all thought like, hey, double shanks, kind of funny. Double Mihawk.
I think you cut your losses and you're like, I got 8 minutes left in regulation. Let's go to this game 3.
Yeah, you go game 3, man. You go for the live count.
Yeah,
at
because
this
there's you die next turn. I don't
Oh, for sure.
unless you literally have 2 blockers, which Luffy is not known to running like more than 4.
Yeah,
So
I don't think that's gonna.
unless he's okay, he's going for big boy, gets rid of big boy. You have 1 blocker. 1 blocker might be able to do it. Yeah. All right. There is a way he doesn't lose. If that last life is Red Hawk, you can't lose. You can't lose next turn.
What is it?
Red Hawk gives
Oh,
it minus
for
10k. Yeah.
right?
So there
Yeah.
there is a non-0% chance if you want to play it out. We've seen I think 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 being played. So swinging into taking it, and it is not that, and then deciding to wrap it on up because that is a 15k Doffy heading on, and we're going into game 3 here in top 4.
I expected this.
Yeah. Oh, oh
I don't
yeah.
know if you
Let's
guys
open
know.
the sealed envelope where you wrote what you thought was going to happen for this.
Yeah. What do you see? What do you
Dan, it
see?
says Kaido's going
What
to
do
be
you-
up here. What's going on?
Okay, what's with the question marks in the chat though? 1-1. What do you mean when?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
1 life to 1
man.
life. It is.
It's no, it's 1 game to 1 game. It's game 3 now. You guys surprised? I don't know. Were you guys not here in the last like few minutes? We were telegraphing, right? We were
Hit them with the
high level-
ad.
okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
And click.
No.
Okay, it's not sudden death. We still have about 5 or 6 minutes left. There's time in regulation, but obviously the other match is done.
The other match is donezo.
Yeah, so we're our finals participant is actually just chilling out, just waiting for this match to
I
go.
would too. I'd watch out to see what's going on. Like,
Yeah, he's doing the right
oh, he
thing.
plays that card.
Yep.
Writes it down.
Yep. So we're gonna wrap this one up pretty quick because I'm pretty sure we're gonna go straight into the finals after this. So,
Yeah, we sure are.
yeah, there's no.
After like a 3-minute, 10-minute ad break.
Okay.
20-minute ad break.
Everyone subscribe to Stage 0 on YouTube. I will be posting
Post it
all
in
the.
post in chat real quick.
Yeah, let me do it real quick, guys. Hopefully this is working with the. Okay, there you go. So I will post all the VODs.
What do you mean? Hopefully it's working.
Because I didn't know if it was case sensitive for all the
Nah,
commands.
it's not, yeah.
Yeah. So go and subscribe to that, guys. Hopefully we'll be posting that early this week, along
right.
with some other stuff and some review.
And
But,
Nami on turn 1 is a pretty good start.
You say we have to say that every red deck, right?
is.
Like there's
Until
no.
they make more than 1 red 1 drop, like they.
Yeah. Which is gonna happen.
Yeah,
right?
I know it is, but like until then, it's just like, oh, they got it. They got the 1.
It's the hate to bring up another brand game again, but for Dragon Ball, Energy Boosted Majin Buu, like when that came out, that one,
How old are
everyone
you,
was.
man. Like
I
that.
know
That's like
that's
6 years.
almost 5 or 6 years, man. That's crazy.
You know the full card name too. That's that's Perona. That's one of the best 1 drops for blue right there.
I mean,
Right?
hey, wow. What if
great
they make
start.
another one drop that searches something? That's what I'm saying. People thought it was crazy. The Boo was crazy, but obviously that has evolved.
I mean, they really looked at red. They're like, oh, you know, pay 1 to draw a card. Cool. They looked at blue. Pay 1 to look at the top 5 cards.
You can look, but you can't
Equal
touch.
power. Those are
Same old
comparable.
thing, baby. That's like jumping through so many more hoops. It's crazy. But yeah, really, really cool. 1-1, game 3. Luffy Doffy, all good.
All right. Yeah, this is really good for the Nico on 2 is such a good play.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to do that. If they do any fancy stuff, you can just play Otama and then get rid of the 4-drop they play and swing with Nico. Like, all of it's great.
Yeah.
And down to 4 life. Again, life does matter when we get to these situations.
Did he break the rules? Did he get a Jami off of Nami? Due to the errata, you can choose any Straw Hat card, not so much of a character card, but you can get any Straw Hat card. Just to give you guys a heads up, just go ahead and check out the errata page, because there are a lot of erratas that actually fix that on the One Piece card game website. There's just a lot of them. A lot of them. Looks like we're going to play the Boa, which is one of the best targets you can do with Doffy. She is threatening. There's no way around it, man. There's you have a Boa, it's just like a good old Bonnie in blue, which is super, super annoying to deal with. 100%.
Yeah, that's pretty obnoxious.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get the free pop with the Perona. Oh, okay, 5K Luffy, then using the effect on the...
Real quick Luffy too.
Yeah.
Didn't we say that last time too?
Yeah.
Real quick Luffy.
Those Luffys are lightning speed.
Yeah. Using the leader effect for Nico Robin to get rid of the Perona. The Perona is not really like a huge threat.
Yeah.
But if you want to swing with your Nami,
Yeah.
Perona comes right back, clapping back.
I don't know. Making them discard 3 there feels pretty good.
It's true. That happens quite often with Doffy players. They really value the Boa. And I mean, she is a nice little attacker now that can draw you one, because I think he's at 5 cards in hand at this point. And he can try to get rid of this Nico Robin, which is pretty good. Just deciding here, he is probably not going that route. He is swinging right on over.
All right, you do get a card draw? Yeah, because you're exactly at 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like you're gonna swing just into this this Nico Robin, and get that value in threatening it, and as well as a draw.
Yep. So countering out of it, and seems pretty good there too, especially since you do have some ways to get that Boa off the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. He went first, so he's got 7 Dawn available to him. And Michael has, I think we went down to 5 cards in hand.
Only a minute left in this. This is probably why Brian's playing the way he is playing. Just trying to take away all of the options that Michael has, which Michael is really valuing this Boa.
Yeah, sure is.
Which I think you can Otama swing with Nico and then kill it too, right?
You can, yes.
But it doesn't look like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's what
available,
it is.
But yeah,
that would feel kind of bad
yeah.
as the Doffy player. And really, again, valuing the heck out of this.
This Boa is a swing per turn and a draw per turn, so like I understand like why the value is there.
Yeah.
And at the same point, if Brian would have recognized that, I think better, he would have just done the jet pistol if he had it.
For sure.
Which he does.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine
weird.
that. Oh, he does have a
Yeah.
Jumbler as well in the front string.
And
Double shanks again, by the way.
Yeah, I'm aware. We don't know how many runs, but at least 2.
Yeah, man. Okay, getting another boa out. Why not? Why not?
You hate to see it, unless you love to see it.
Doffy does love to see it. They're both at 4 life, by the way, with now in overtime, as I understand. If we're
yes, judges would know. We don't
Yeah.
exactly know turns,
yeah,
so attacking boa there. I'm gonna say it like it's looking pretty strong for blue over here with
sure.
this double boa engine just going along the tracks.
Yeah, love that.
I mean, if you really want to get rid of them, you can.
Yeah,
You could just 4 and then pop. And just say, there's no way they have another level of beam in hand.
yeah, no way, right?
No shot.
No shot at all.
And let's see. And there's the Shanks, baby. So you can do a 10k Shank swing and a 6k on one of the boas. Oh, is he swinging face? He is.
Well, we know that they're in overtime, so
Yeah.
face is the place right now.
Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, we'll have to see if that truly is the case. That face is the place. All right, going down to
That's
2
my new
life.
phrase. My new phrase. Okay. Bo's gonna kind of shine here, probably, as he has how many in hand? Hold on, he took a lot of life, huh?
All right, Perona for 1. Yeah, he's got 2 life left. Oh, that's
Telling you, the shuffle algorithm
yeah, something's
really
up.
mess it up.
Something's up, baby.
The shuffle algorithm, man.
You
It'd be kind of funny if you just like put all those 3 on top and then
well,
just like
you,
just do them sequentially.
I mean, you don't
Is that
die,
a bad
but
idea?
I don't think you win with that play because then it's all defense.
Well, you don't
and
die.
but you're on lower life. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you stop, they gotta restart you.
Yeah. It's just like the shuffle algorithm. I told you. Someone get it in. Fire it off and on again.
And just still thinking that top 5. Again, if 10 minutes time is called, Michael loses here, so he's kind of gotta do something.
Michael's got to do something, but like I said, man, those top 5 wasn't looking too hot. These boas can draw him cards, but he's taking so much life. It's been like whatever, and now he's putting out this 7 cost croc.
Yeah, so we don't.
I'm pretty sure we're turns, right? I think
Yeah.
I think we're in the second turn for Brian,
I,
or
I,
as Brian, and the third turn is Michael.
I believe that is correct. So he's attacking. Okay. Oh no, I think it's the other way around. I think that was Michael's last turn. Would you be able to confirm who won that one? Yeah.
Oh.
It's over.
Oh.
I know anti-clock.
I literally walked away.
Yeah, I know
looked
you-
away.
you
But
looked
that,
away.
I mean, but that was the thing. I was like, someone's in like turn 2
Yeah, I'm
out
fairly
of the
certain.
3
I think Brian won that one just on having more
for
cards
sure.
in life than in
Okay.
general.
All right. Well, there you go. We'll confirm that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luffy won.
Luffy
Yes.
won. Okay. So
I'm biased, but
Brian.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely are biased showing that right now.
Not a shot. Not a day in my life.
Okay. All
Dips.
right. All right. So Luffy is gonna take on Law.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Luffy versus Law, which should be pretty quick, or at least
Compared
quicker,
to the
quicker than
Doffy matches we've been seeing, 100%.
right? Like quicker than these other matches that we were going through.
But these are going to be untimed games.
Mm.
It's going to be one match to the end of the night. Again, Luffy versus Law.
they've been here for over 13 hours. I think they're trying to like swing phase. Like,
Nah, no way.
I will say, yeah, sure. The number one prize or the first place prize is definitely a big difference from the second.
Yeah,
So
it's yeah, quite
yeah.
the steal. So
Okay, let's get this going then. Let's go and go to break real quick, and then we'll get the finals going.
yep, sounds good. We'll be back and see you guys then.
Yeah.